Listen, if you think this is about willpower or morality, you're missing what's actually happening. This is about your brain, physical changes, structural damage. And the scans don't lie. So here's what lust actually does to your brain, backed by neuroscience, not opinion. Most people think this is a habit they can just stop. They think it's about discipline or self-control. It's not. Every single time you indulge, your brain physically changes. Neurons rewire, circuits strengthen, chemistry shifts. And these aren't temporary changes. Some of them last months, some of them last years. And some areas of your brain actually shrink. Not metaphorically, literally shrink. Here's what the scans show. And this is what no one talks about. First, your prefrontal cortex starts deteriorating. This is the part of your brain right behind your forehead. It's responsible for decision-making, impulse control, rational thinking, and long-term planning. It's what separates you from animals. It's what makes you human, and lust destroys it. Studies show that consistent exposure causes this area to lose gray matter. That means the actual tissue shrinks. Your ability to make good decisions weakens. Your impulse control drops. And you start living more on instinct and less on reason. This is why you make decisions you regret. This is why you can't stick to goals. This is why discipline feels impossible. Your brain's control center is damaged. Second, your reward circuit gets hijacked. Deep in your brain, there's a system designed to reward you for survival behaviors. Eating, sleeping, real connection. When you do these things, dopamine releases and you feel good. That's normal. That's healthy. But lust floods this system with dopamine at levels it was never designed to handle. 10 times the normal amount, sometimes more. And when this happens repeatedly, your brain adapts. It says, this is too much, I need to protect myself. So it reduces dopamine receptors. It desensitizes. Now you need more stimulation to feel the same reward. Normal pleasures stop working. A conversation feels boring. A sunset feels empty. Real intimacy feels flat. Because your baseline for pleasure is now so high that normal life can't compete. This is the dopamine trap. And once you're in it, everything that used to bring you joy feels meaningless. Third, the connection between your limbic system and your prefrontal cortex weakens. Your limbic system is your emotional brain. It's impulsive. It wants pleasure now. Your prefrontal cortex is supposed to regulate it. It's supposed to say, wait, think long-term, control yourself. But lust weakens that connection. Communication breaks down. So your emotional brain starts winning every battle. Urges feel overwhelming. Resistance feels impossible. And you lose the ability to think past the next 5 minutes. This is why you know it's bad for you, but you do it anyway. This is why logic doesn't work. Because the part of your brain that processes logic is losing its grip. Fourth, your stress response system gets damaged. Your brain has a system for handling stress. It's called the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis. When you're stressed, it releases cortisol to help you cope. But chronic lust exposure keeps cortisol levels elevated constantly. Your stress system is always on. And when that happens, your brain physically changes. The hippocampus, which handles memory and learning, starts to shrink. Your ability to form new memories weakens. Your ability to learn decreases. And your baseline anxiety skyrockets. This is why you feel anxious for no reason. This is why you can't remember things like you used to. This is why focus feels impossible. Your brain is in permanent stress mode. Fifth, your brain's plasticity gets corrupted. Neuroplasticity is your brain's ability to rewire itself based on experience. It's supposed to help you learn, grow, and adapt. But lust hijacks this process. Every time you indulge, your brain strengthens the neural pathways associated with that behavior. It carves deeper grooves, builds stronger highways. And the more you do it, the more automatic it becomes. Eventually, the trigger and the response are so hardwired that they bypass conscious thought entirely. You don't decide anymore. Your brain just executes the pattern. This is addiction at the neural level. And the scans show it clearly. The pathways light up like highways. Thick, strong, dominant. And the pathways for healthier behaviors? Thin, weak, barely visible. Here's what most people don't realize. This isn't permanent. Your brain can heal. Neuroplasticity works both ways. If you stop the behavior, the pathways weaken. The dopamine receptors grow back. The prefrontal cortex regains gray matter. The stress system resets. But it takes time. 90 days minimum for significant recovery. Some areas take 6 months. Some take a year, and it requires complete abstinence, not reduction, not moderation. Complete reset. Because every single exposure restarts the clock and reinforces the damaged pathways. The scans show something else too. They show that the longer you wait to stop, the harder recovery becomes. The brain damage compounds, the pathways deepen, the gray matter loss increases, and after a certain point, some changes become harder to reverse. Not impossible, but harder. This is why starting now matters. This is why one more day isn't harmless. Every day you continue is another day your brain is physically deteriorating. Here's the truth, you're not fighting a habit. You're fighting brain damage. You're not lacking discipline. You're working with a chemically altered, structurally compromised brain. And willpower alone won't fix that. You need to understand the biology. You need to give your brain time to heal. You need to protect the recovery process like your future depends on it. Because it does. The scans don't care about excuses. They don't care about intentions. They show what's real. And what's real is that lust is destroying your brain, one exposure at a time. If you're ready to face that truth and actually do something about it, comment "Rewire" below. Because your brain can change, but only if you let it.